Hey people, Inquisitor 3v3 Faction War. This is SD Province and Imperial Guard versus Ordo Malleus. For the blue Imperial Guard team we have Volhrim as a Lord General. Fighting in ranged combat begins with a retinue of Stormtroopers. Really strong defense and support can also add to the retinue. This is Death Corps of Krieg DLC, so we're going to get those crackling rebreather sounds like that. Alongside Inekura's Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control, begins in melee but can get specialized ranged weapons. And rounding off this team, Sergeant Smith 501 with a Lord Commissar. Strong offense and support, fights in melee with a refractor shield, can also shoot his own fellas in the head. Death Corps of Krieg again. Red Ordo Malleus, two brother captains. First up, Mr. Ellipses. We also have Corr. These guys are durable heroes that whoop through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense, disruption and support, fighting in melee. Rounding off the teams, Hutsy with a Daemonhunter, just 8, a Hammer of the Witches. A melee psycho spellcaster fellow with strong control and support. Gonna chase down some guardsmen now, I guess. Yep, double sentinels here for Inekura, the other guard players with a sentinel each too. Triple stormtroopers for Hutsy. Looks like Sergeant Smith might be able to get around the back of that strike squad there. They are being harassed by stormtroopers though. Commissar still gets in. Daemonhunter has to retreat. Meanwhile, west side, brother captain with a strong special on the Lord General, sent him flying. Good stomp on the strike squad there. Strike squad obviously will easily deal with guardsmen in melee. The stomp held them up there. Grenade going in from those stormtroopers, that no fuse grenade, great for on-demand disruption. Lord General lost both of his stormtroopers there. Here's an army of sentinels now on the west side. There's that stomp. I guess Inekura does not have the ground pound upgrade, so the strike squad were able to tear through those guardsmen there. Forced to retreat. Meanwhile, Inquisitor's in amongst some stormtroopers. There's Hammer of the Witches, which kills one. 2-to-1 cap very early on for the Imperial Guard. What's this? Still in play is Corr. Strike squad are quite low. Lord Commissar also still in play. That was the execution buff on those guardsmen. They do double damage for the duration but can't retreat. Doing some good damage to the brother captain there. Did get the decap though. Strike squad now with the Tomes of Titan can throw out that banishment on some clumped up guardsmen maybe. Purgation on the field for Ellipses, also for Corr. Might hit this fight actually. Lord Commissar in amongst the strike squad, gets a model off them. Here we see the Rift Tear from the Daemonhunter, but you have to channel it for it to last longer. Trying to fight a sentinel in melee and is persuaded to leave this foolishness. West side is turning red. Imperial Guard players now going for some catechins. Sergeant Smith and Volhrim. And more purgation from Hutsy now. Pushing through with triple sentinels. Nope, Inekura's backing off, going to the west side I think. Purgation squad start with incinerators, which are like psychically charged flamers I think. They suppress units in this game. Some good AoE damage too, but since each of the models has an incinerator, you can cut down the damage quite significantly by taking models off them and cutting down their ability to suppress as well, of course. Inquisitor with a Holy Brazier, a power melee weapon. Extra damage versus heavy and super heavy infantry. Hammer of the Witches on the brother captain's face. Also got Rosarius up. She's looking to do some brawling early on. Rosarius goes up there. Means that she loses energy instead of health. Are the catechins in play yet? Yes, there's some right here from Volhrim. Another little burst of Rift Tear from the Daemonhunter. Can do it from such long range. Purgation getting suppressed by the catechins. Able to keep the incinerators firing momentarily. Lord Commissar got in there afterwards. Haven't seen the power sword from them yet. Focusing their power expenditure on the sentinel upgrade and also the catechins. Flamers on the way for those guardsmen too. Looking to power bash the east side maybe, though it looks like they are heading west over here. You see on the minimap. Lord Commissar still chasing those stormtroopers. Lots of action here early on. Hasn't really been a break in the engagements because the brother captains were able to stay in play for so long. 481 to 397. Madness, says Sergeant Smith. All of the Sentinels need some repairs here. Tier 2 for Inekura. It's a very light Tier 1. Might be able to get a quick Bane Wolf up and punish those powers. Sergeant Smith's guardsmen are indeed going for that Eastern power now. 3 Flamers. 3.13 flame DPS. Does not sound like a lot, but that's a decent amount for a Flamer, especially when you get 3 of them. We'll see if they can, how much they can bash before the very angry Grey Knights get here. Not to mention a Daemonhunter. There's the Rift Tear. Slows down these units now, basically forcing a retreat, or they would have got torn up by this stuff. Couldn't back away when they're slowed down. Power bash now for Inekura. With the Catechins in play, Sergeant Smith's Commissars here with Aura of Discipline. You've got some grenade launcher stormtroopers. An upgrade that was removed in 295. They can no longer get these grenade launchers. Was seen as maybe a bit too good, especially when interceptors were put back in Tier 1 to help them combat setup teams. On a quick squad that can also chuck grenades and stuff, it was really strong. Inquisitor going for the node here. Can put her shield up to avoid some damage, but did not. 481 to 344. Some repairs for the Sentinels though. They've been used, all been used quite well here by the Imperial Guard players. Tier 2 all around. Looks like Sergeant Smith of the Imperial Guard is going to get there last. Vindicator Assassin on the way for ellipses. Meanwhile, east side, power bash from Hutsy. Might get a full bash actually. Here comes Sergeant Smith to try and stop this. Got some Catechins. That long range grenade launcher. Look at the range on that. It's pretty nuts. And they can shotgun blast those guys and then get into melee perhaps with those power melee weapons they have. Nope, backing off. Backing off the Purgation. Having to retreat in fact. Corr putting just enough pressure on the mid there to make Sergeant Smith wary about defending. 481 to 313. Imperial Guard have done a good job controlling this west side. We have an improvised explosive up. Put near this cover object, so try bait stuff into, sitting into cover maybe. There's the Vindicator Assassin. Elite sniper unit that can combat all targets by switching its ammo type using Exodus rounds against this infantry here. Still that 2-1. Inekura going for some stormtroopers with an assault kit on the way, which gives them a frag grenade and even longer range hotshot las guns. Daemonhunter has the force rod, grants retribution and a bunch more energy. Also an upgrade to his melee DPS. That was retribution you just saw right there. I believe it does damage and knockback and then silences stuff. I think that's right. That symbol you saw there was everything being silenced. So can't use abilities and stuff, I imagine. We have silencers in play from the Purgation. Anti-everything weapons that have the rending ability, which is a damage bonus against heroes. I think that ability was removed in 295. They made some differences to the silencer weapons too. As always, check out dawnofwar.info for the update notes. Inquisitor's down. Daemonhunter, thought about going for the VP. Here's the Basilisk Flare from the Lord Commissar's Global Bar, shutting down a range of all this stuff's weaponry. Often causes stuff to just back away. Plasma guns for everyone. Volhrim with plasma guns on both of the guardsmen. Inekura, no plasma guns there, and none yet for Sergeant Smith. Plasma guns give you damage bonuses against heavy and super heavy infantry, which is a lot of the Ordo Malleus' roster. 443 to 291. There's the 2-1 for the Ordo Malleus. Can they stabilize the west side a bit? That explosive is still there. Lord Commissar's got his Commissar... No, sorry, Lord General has his Commissar retinue member, which is that shield you saw. Used to be super powerful in retail, that shield. I think that shield was 75% damage reduction in retail. I think it's 55% in elite. Stormtroopers here with their Acolyte. Some posturing. There's a lot of Ordo Malleus here. We've got some Ogrins on the field for Sergeant Smith. Aura of Discipline is up, but the Lord Commissar unfortunately is down. Look at the work those Sentinels are doing, and as soon as I say that, a Sentinel goes down. This one still has a missile launcher though. Those frag missiles really surprise you with the damage sometimes. That was another Retribution from the Daemonhunter. Forcing off some guardsmen. Big fight here. Ogrins getting in amongst some Purgation. They're going to finish them off, I think. Yes, they do. Those were Hutsys. They have some more Purgation, though. Were those Purgation? Yeah, I think they were. Daemonhunter forced to retreat. Are these Imperial brain mines? They are. I thought maybe they were Lord Commissar mines, but the Catechins there are spotting the mines, which is why they're not going off. You still detonate them with some indirect fire, though. Vindicator's got a little bit of XP. He's also got his Chameleon stealth suit. There's the rending used on the Inquisitor there. Gives it those red traces. Grenade. Takes out a model. 377291. If a grenade takes out a Marine, it's a good grenade, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My keyboard is freaking out. Okay, we're good. Keyboard got possessed for a second. Manticore on the way for Volhrim. 366 to 291. Tier 3 for Ellipses. Already Tier 3 is Inekura. And they are quite a way away from a Leman Russ, actually. Need a bunch of power. Ogrins are reinforced. Yes, they are. Got some XP too. Did good in that fight. Strat Squad with their Justicar up now. Makes their banishment more powerful, and the Imperial Guard, sorry, are retaking the west side. Are they up to 12? The Guardsmen? They're not. They don't have their Commissars. Level 2 Inquisitor now. Grey Knight Dreadnought on the way for Hutsy. Might see that Plasma Cannon Dreadnought again. Full retinue for the Lord General. So he's got the Sergeant with the Medipacks. The Chainsword on the right there. Also the Vox Operator for reinforcements. And the Commissar for that fancy shield. Not to mention all having their own weaponry and stuff. The Commissar especially is a decent fighter. The others not so much. That single digit DPS from the others, I think. But hey, all adds up. Also helps to protect the Lord General since they'll all die before him. Power bash from the Ordo Malleus on the east side, and they're going to get it all done, I think. But here we see some power bashing. Well, now it's Brother Captain bashing from the Guardsmen on the west side. Ogrins, I think, need to get in there and screen a little bit. Going after the Vindicator Assassin. I think they are going to get a full bash here. Yes, it was a full bash. Inquisitor, what were you up to? Maybe going for the VP a bit. That was Retribution again. And we do have a Plasma Cannon Grey Knight Dreadnought. Otherwise, though, Hutsy's looking a little bit depleted. Grain mines going off on the Ogrins. That damage over time, but also messes up their energy regen and stuff, I think. If they had any energy. Guardsmen there getting away, I think, okay. Not sure why these Stormtroopers retreated. Maybe they were just in a bad spot. 354 to 238. Sentinel caught out there. Looks like it's going to be okay. Are quite zippy, Sentinels. Very talented pilots in there. Baneblade for Inekura. Who needs a Leman Russ? Park it on the west side behind everything else. Could do some work. 354 to 224. Anything else? Yes, Power Sword, Bionic Eye, and Aura of Discipline for the Lord Commissar, ready to buff the hell out of those Ogrins. Maybe they already have. Level 2 Inquisitor with nothing new. And the Lord General with the Sniper Rifle and Flat Jacket. But the Captains with nothing. And a Daemonhunter fully kitted out. Banishing Cloak. Rites of Exorcism. Popular choice against the Imperial Guard to mess up a vehicle. 354 to 203. Plasma Cannon Dreadnought is doing work. There's a Manticore Strike though. Direct hits on the Dreadnought. Got at least 3 decent hits there, I think. 2-ton cap for the Imperial Guard. And what is this? Grey Knight Terminators on the way. Can they deal with those guys? They do have access to plasma weapons, as we've seen. But the captain fighting the Lord General now breaks free and into the guardsman. Oh, and then runs away. Thought he could have stayed in play a little bit longer there. Guardsmen, meanwhile, are bashing power. Well played, Sergeant Smith over there. Ouch. Stormtroopers be dead. Those were Inekuras, I think. But hey, Baneblade is up. Are they going to push through the mid with it? It's going mid for now. If the Imperial Guard players can protect that thing, screen in front of it can do a hell of a lot of work. But we've seen it go down time and time again in 3v3s. Oh, that was inspired determination on the catechins of Sergeant Smith. See their increased speed and increased damage. Ouch. And then they ran into a plasma cannon. Stormtroopers almost going down for Hutsy. Dreadnought needs to be careful because here come Ogrins. Heavy melee weapons that can tear apart anything. We just saw Maelstrom used there. Really useful ability for a ranged Dreadnought, eh? Oh, but it didn't move. Plasma cannon gets a good shot on some guardsmen. Also grenades going in and stuff. That was grenade launcher barrage, I think. Sergeant Smith keeps the pressure up. Still level 1, this Commissar. Oh, there it goes. Levels up to 2. Brother Captain also levels. Getting some smacks on the Ogrins. Does have a power weapon. I think his default power weapon was toned down in 295. Meanwhile, west side, Baneblade in play. And the Imperial Guard do control the VP. I'd like to see the Baneblade a little bit further away from the mid. Yeah, it's a bit safer if it's against the edge, I feel like. It's staying there though. Just gives it easier access to the from the mid if it's like that. Let's see how it does. Daemonhunter just hanging out. And we have Purgation on the way for Hutsy. I'm sure the Brother Captain players are looking to get some Paladins going now that they know this Baneblade is here. 354 to 106. What is this? It's the Daemonhunter. Smack. And then runs away. Just saw a burst of healing from Aura of Discipline there. Pretty damn useful. Bunker goes up. And it's a medical bunker actually. You see the green hexagons, that's the health regen. They can now reinforce off the bunker. Keep the guardsmen alive and they can keep the Baneblade alive, I guess. Is the thinking. Turbo penetrator rounds for the Vindicator Assassin, getting shots on the Baneblade. 2 of them in fact. And a big old conversion beamer shot there. That was a big chunk of damage. Does more damage the further away from the target is. Manticore's moved up a bit. Brother Captain looking to get a decap. And it does it. And then runs away. Baneblade's taking big shots here. Lots of damage. Conversion beamer can snare targets if you use the, I think it's Electro Pulse or something, ability. Anti-Ghost Strike, where did it go? No idea. 354 to 78, sorry. Big VP lead for the Imperial Guard. Vindicator Assassin, a bit of a precarious place there, I think. Lord Commissar really mixing it up. Catechin's getting in. These guys do have power melee. They're tearing through the Purgation here. Taking them out. Well done, fellas. Not sure what Hutsy was distracted by there. They have so many Purgation now. 200 requisition from a Baneblade, says Sergeant Smith. 2 Palas died. Are Paladins up somewhere? Where are they? I don't know. I can't see any more of their roster. Maybe they were thinking about Terminators. Inekura, I'm not a fan of the Vindicator Assassin's design of do tons of damage when he can't even see me. Guardsmen backing off a bit, but then they can shoot at the Daemonhunter. Lord Commissar is down here. Can the Imperial Guard hold against this? There's a lot of stuff over here. They certainly can't get that decap right there, that's for sure. 338 to 78. 2-1 cap now for the Ordo Malleus. Here comes another Baneblade, this time from Sergeant Smith, as they said. Manticore didn't really get any hits, I don't think. So the Inquisitor has some fantastic control abilities for dealing with enemy Terminator variants. Gone for Excruciators here for Assail. Liber Heresius to boost up her energy regen. And Inferno Pistol just for raw damage output. 317 to 78. Can they push back? Baneblade is hanging out here. I assume Sergeant Smith's Baneblade is also going to come this side. I don't think they drive it through the mid, but you never know. Grenade Dreadnought here hanging out, watching the VP. Conversion Beamer getting shots on the Sentinel. Able to shoot his missile there through the line of sight blocker. That's interesting. 296 to 78. Grey Knights teleporting in. Oh, we do have some Paladins here. From who? Doesn't tell me who they belong to. But this is Ellipse's colour scheme. They have heavy melee demon hammers. Nemesis demon hammers, I should say. Not sure why it's not showing me the controlling player in the unit card there. There you just saw Assail setting up a big Manticore strike. That was pretty damn effective. Really messed up those Paladins. They had to teleport out. Ogryns tearing up some Terminators here. Terminators might go down. These are Corr's Terminators. I think they are going to fall. Nope, Ogryns can't chase anymore. Catechins are trying to give chase, but they can't get it done. Leman Russ on the field for Volhrim. The second Baneblade is indeed coming to the west side, I think. Inquisitor is trying to get the cap. And gets it. 286 to 76. 2-1 now for the Imperial Guard. It was a good push, Inekura. Imperial Guard can now try and hold the west side. Perhaps. Did the Paladins survive? I think they did. Brother Captain's got his own Nemesis Demon Hammer, but it's not heavy melee like the Paladins. Holy Armor of Titan on the way too. Mines messing up some Kasrkin. Need to put some pressure on the mid, I think, Ordo Malleus. Maybe get some interceptors up to teleport over there and stuff and keep harassing it. Land Raider Crusader on the way for Ellipses. Are the Paladins still alive? I don't see... Oh, there they are. There they are. Got Paladins and Terminators for Ellipses and soon to be a Land Raider. Wow. Just about sneaking in there with the population. That's a big army of powerful stuff. I would not have thought you'd have the population for all that stuff. Not to mention a Vindicare, double Stormtrooper Strat Squad and Purgation. 286 to 33. Manticore scares the Brother Captain off the cap. It stays blue for the Imperial Guard. Hell Fury Strike dropped in by the Inquisitor. I think that was buffed semi-recently. Does a bit more damage on impact. And a rocket run. That's a really good one as those guys are backing off there. Oh, the second run didn't quite hit. But a really good attempt by someone. Not sure who that was. Sergeant Smith, maybe? 2-1 for the Guard. Have they done enough? There's an orbital. They're getting a natural decap. There's a 1-1 now. But it seems like the Ordo Malleus have given up. Just didn't have the time to put another attack together, I suppose. Daemonhunter was about to get... Oh, just went down, actually. Well, there you have it. Terminators, Paladins, Vindicares, a bunch of Purgation, but it wasn't enough. The Guard played it very solidly, stabilizing the west side with this bunker, keeping the repairs up on the Baneblade, and they got another Baneblade out in pretty great time. But not to mention they had some Leman Russes too. Just look at these heroes. Level 7 Lord General, a level 3 Inquisitor, a level 3 Lord Commissar. Ogren's got level 2. Got the captain from Ellipsis with no war gear. Corr, level 3. And a level 2 Daemonhunter. Well, there you have it, guys. Big thanks to these players for taking part. And, of course, Impregnable for hosting these events. I'll see you next time.